All right, here we go. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Happy Monday. We are at the end of March. I literally cannot believe how fast this year is going by. Am I the only one feeling like this year is flying by? Or anybody else feel like that?
Sure, it's really flying.
It is. It is bananas that we are at the end of March, about to be in Q2. April is next week, you guys. So if you are behind on your goals, it's time to kick it into high gear, okay? Because we are about to be in April. So, all right, let's go forward and look at our week and how things went. Be sure that if you guys are out there calling, making phone calls, that you're doing it in a TCPA compliant way. All right, let's look at for sale properties, sold properties, and pending properties. So for sale properties, actually went up 4.7% over last month, and went up 12.1% over last year, same time frame in March. So we're up over last year, same time frame in March, and actually up 12.1% overall, which is great. We want our for sale properties, our active inventory, to be up as compared to last year. That means more inventory is actually on the market right now as it was compared to as it was last year, okay? And then our sold inventory is actually up 11.9% as compared to last month. It's actually down 18.6% compared to last year, same time frame in March, and down slightly 2% compared to last year overall. Okay, so what is actually closed inventory as of today is actually down 2%. So it will be interesting to see, because we actually have more inventory on the market. As you can see, we have more pendants. It'll be interesting. I'm hoping that we see an uptick in the inventory or the sold properties as compared to last year, maybe over this week and over this week, the closing. Because you know what ends up happening is towards the end of the month, we typically get this push of closings, right? Everybody wants to close before the end of the month. Lenders are trying to fund and record before the end of the month. So really it is our hope that this this lull that we saw last week, as compared to last year, we will actually see it push towards the end of the month right now, towards the closing, okay? So our pendants are up 9.7% over last month. No change. So it's green, no change compared as compared to last year on the pendants, and 2.7% increase overall, okay, as compared to last year. So that's a good thing. We're actually, out of the 3 categories, we're up on 2 of them. So that's a good sign as compared to last year. So our pendant inventory that is actually in escrow has gone up 2.7%. It's not much, but we'll take it, definitely. All right, let's look at our new listing inventory. New listing inventory has gone down 2% compared to last month, down 2.9% compared to last year. So not huge decreases, but definitely moving in the wrong direction, right? As compared to last year, we want it to go up. And then it actually is up overall, though, 9.7%, because we saw a big push of new listing inventory come towards the beginning of the year. And now we're riding those coattails, because we're actually still up 9.7% as compared to last year, even though we're seeing that, you know, it actually is decreasing. This month has actually had a decrease, but overall we're seeing 9.7% increase on new listing inventory. So that's good. These are listings that have just come on the market in the past month. Okay, so we're seeing new listing inventory up. That is good. All right, average active price. Average active price is actually down 1.6% compared to last month. It's up 0.4% compared to last year, same time frame in March, and up 4.4% overall. So we're actually average active price. So in Los Angeles County, sellers are asking for a little bit higher, 0.4% higher than they were last year. Okay, at this time in the year, they're asking for 0.4% higher than they were last year. And then how much they're receiving, their sold price is actually down 0.2% compared to last month, down 1.2% compared to last year at same time frame in March. However, overall, it's actually up 1.8%. So as compared to last year, sellers are actually getting a little bit higher than they were last year, to the tune of 1.8% higher. So not much, but definitely they are still getting a little bit higher. And this is where, again, you want to be hyper local and dive into your own numbers in your area, because your sellers could be getting much higher, right? Depending on the area. And then again, they could be getting lower depending on the area. Okay, so you got to be careful. You've got to know for your specific area how this is working. Now, months of inventory, it is 2.6 months of inventory was last year. Currently, we're at 2.3 months of inventory at this time in the year, which is 11.4% decrease. Okay, we are up 36%. I'm sorry, yeah, I said that right. We're up 36% compared to last March, same time frame. We have 1.7 months of inventory last March. We have 2.3 months of inventory currently. Overall, we're actually up 13.9%. We had 2.2 months of inventory last year at this time in the year. We currently now have 2.5 months of inventory at this time in the year. Okay, so we are actually in a good spot, moving in the right direction. We do want us to have more months of inventory. When I said we're in a good spot, just meaning we are moving forward, we are getting more inventory. So that is absolutely a good sign. Now, we want to continue that, clearly, because we need more inventory, right? We are in an inventory shortage, so we do need more inventory, which is why going after the expires, going after the for sale by owners, those bring inventory into our MLS. So we definitely want to bring more inventory, right? All right, so average days on market. Average days on market, we have 37 days on market. Last month, we have 32 days on market currently, so we went down 13.5%. And it was 40 days on market last March at this time in the month, and currently we're at 32 days on market, so we're down 20%. And then overall, we were at 43 days on market, and currently we're at 35 days on market. So definitely days on market has gone down in all categories, to the tune of 18.6% overall. You mute. So 18.6% down in terms of days on market. Definitely, I think we're seeing some more action in our market right now, because the interest rates have leveled off, and because we are they went down first and then leveled off. So I think we are definitely seeing some action. We also have what's coming up, that Big Dream for All program. So people are getting out there. We have a lot. We actually have a lot, you guys. If you guys really look, we have a lot of down payment assistance programs. I think we need to do a day on down payment assistance programs and like compile all the down payment assistance programs from the various lenders, so you guys understand, and the city programs, that you guys understand how much money is out there for your buyers, because there's a lot of money. I know Shelly, who does a lot with lenders who do down payment assistance. She actually she can contest, she can what do you call it, validate what I'm saying. And I thought I saw her on here.
I'm here.
Okay, Shelly, am I right? There's a lot out there that we just don't necessarily know about or market to our buyers. Is that correct? Would you agree?
That's correct. There's city programs. Every city has a different program. So if your buyer is looking for a particular city, you can go on their website or call. And then there's a City of LA program, the LIPA or the MIPA, low income, and then moderate income programs, where they give you up to like $161,000 towards the down payment.
Yeah.
And then there's grant programs. We have two banks that have, one is $15,000 grant and one is 20. And it's free money. You don't have to pay it back. So it's not a silent second.
I love it. Free money. Everybody loves free money. So definitely you guys got to get your buyers, you know, and I think buyers are becoming more aware of these programs. So then, you know, they're out looking, and getting more, you know, picking these properties off the market. And again, because there's so few properties, right? There's so few properties that definitely, it's going to, because there's so few of them, it is definitely going to cause buyers to clamor over them and get them off the market quickly. Okay. So let's look at our sold versus original list price. In LA County, sellers were getting 97% of list price last year. At this time in the or last month, I'm sorry, they're now getting 99% of list price currently this month. Sellers are extremely happy in March. And last year they were getting 97% of list price. Currently they're getting 99% of list price, 2.1% increase. And then last year overall, they were getting 95% of list price on average, and now they're getting 97% of list price. So that is excellent. Sellers are happy in LA County because they are getting close to 100% of their list price. Really can't be happier than that, right? Than getting almost 100. Well, you can, because you can be getting 100 or 101 or 102. But definitely they're happy that they're getting 97%. And again, this is based on your expertise, you being hyper local. And the way that you price your property as a listing agent is going to dictate if you're going to be able to get your seller and market it. It's going to dictate if you're able to get your seller that highest list price, 100% of list price or over list price, because you have buyers competing against one another, right? Which is what you want to create for your seller. All right, let's go to Orange County. Orange County for sale properties is up 3.9% compared to last month. Down 3.5% compared to last year in March, and down 3.5% overall. So for sale properties that are actually on the market right now, or were on the market at the time, these properties have gone down 3.5% overall. Okay, so a little less inventory than last year as compared to last year. Okay, sold properties have gone up 15.1% compared to last month. Properties that have actually closed escrow, down 5.3% compared to last March, same time frame, or last year in March, same time frame, and up 3.4%, which we like to see overall compared to last year. Okay, so sold properties that have actually closed escrow have actually gone up as compared to last year overall. Pending properties are up 11%. Properties that are actually in escrow are up 11% compared to last month, which is good, up 4.5% compared to last March, same time frame in March last year, and up 4.7% compared to last year. All right, so up 4.7%, which is good. So again, 2 out of the 3 categories have actually gone up. Now we would love to see that for sale be the green, because for sale properties, if we don't have more for sale properties, that could trickle into our pendings and our solds. So we'll see how we end up in the month. New listing inventory has actually gone down 14.1% compared to last month, 14.8% compared to same time frame in March last year. However, we're still up 5.9% overall. So new listings coming on the market is at this time of the year is actually up 5.9% as compared to last year in Orange County, which was definitely a good sign. Again, we need new listing inventory to keep coming on the market. So it's actually taken an increase. However, for the month right now, as compared to last March, we are down 14.1%, and compared to last month, we're actually down. Compared to last month, we're down 14.1%. That can absolutely trickle into our overall numbers. Okay, and we already talked about our pendants. Average active price has gone up 1.9% compared to last month, 19.6% compared to last March, and 19.6% overall, which is really interesting, right? So Orange County sellers are asking on average 19.6% higher than they did last year, okay, at this point in the year. And we always see that Orange County is normally higher than any other county in terms of how much they are appreciating. So that's how much they're asking. As you can see, their sold price is not far behind them. So they're actually, if I just skip to the last column there, Orange County is actually, sellers are receiving 14.5% higher than they did last year. Okay, so they're asking 19.6% higher, they're receiving 14.5% higher. So sellers in Orange County are doing very well. They're very happy. They're seeing double-digit appreciation as compared to last year right now, this time in the year. Okay, and that's probably because in terms of inventory, Orange County has the tightest amount of inventory, the lowest amount of inventory, right? So buyers are clamoring, buyers are competing for less inventory in the Orange County market. So they're able to probably see the higher prices, right? The higher values. So let's look at that. 1.3 months of inventory currently in Orange County, which is down 13.4% from last month. Okay, so it's actually moving in the wrong direction. We want to see this go up. However, right now, 1.3 months of inventory in the month. It actually went up compared to last year. Last year, they were at 1.2 months of inventory, and currently we're at 1.3 months of inventory, 8.1% increase. And then overall, we are seeing a 6.5% decrease. So last year at this time frame, we were at 1.5 months of inventory. Currently, again, at 1.4 months of inventory. So as you can see, whereas LA County was in the 2-month frame of inventory, 2 months of inventory, Orange County is in the 1.4 months of inventory. So it is very scarce. Okay, very limited inventory in Orange County, which is why they're able to, those prices are going up, and they're able to actually close for higher prices, because there's just not a lot of inventory out there for buyers to choose from. And if you want to live in Orange County, you're choosing from what's available. All right, average days on market, 20% down compared to last month. We had 30 days on market last month, and currently we have 24 days on market. 36.8% decrease compared to last year, same time frame in March, and 33.3% decrease overall. So last year, this time, we were at 42 days on market. Currently, we are at 28 days on market. Okay, so that is definitely a huge decrease, actually 33.3%. So sellers, again, are happy because their properties aren't even taking a month to actually be sold, right, to come off the market. So that is definitely good, but be hyper local, because I'm sure in some areas it's only taken 2 weeks or a week for these properties to come off the market. So you don't want to tell your buyers or your sellers that it's going to take 28 days if it's actually, if the inventory is actually coming off the market even faster, or in that particular area that you're in, or remember, this can also be, you got to look at this also from a price point perspective as well, right? Because it takes a lot less time for properties that are $600,000 and below to come off the market as compared to a property that's like 800 to $1 million, and then even getting into the 2 millions, because you do have that in Orange County, right? So if you're in the 2 millions, it could potentially take 60 days, 90 days, right? So you've got to be hyper local. You've got to be looking at your price point as well as the area, okay? Especially on average days on market. Actually, all of these metrics, you need to be looking at that from a price point perspective as well. All right, so sold versus original list price. We're actually up 1.1% as compared to last month, up 2.1% as compared to last year, same time frame in March, and up 3.2% overall. So sellers are getting 98% of their list price currently in Orange County, which is great. So even better than LA County. LA County was seeing 97% of list price. Here in Orange County, they're getting 98% of list price. Last year at this time frame, they were getting 95% of list price. So they are definitely doing better than last year. All right, Riverside County. Riverside County. I like looking at Riverside and San Bernardino County just because their numbers tend to be a little bit more I won't say realistic. They're just a little bit more palatable or on average for buyers and sellers. So for sale properties, 1.8% increase as compared to last month, a 12.7% increase compared to last year in March, same time frame. For sale, meaning this is active inventory on the market, properties that are actively on the market. And let's see, I'm hearing background noise. If you guys are not muted, please do me a favor and mute yourselves. If you are not muted, do me a favor and mute yourselves. All right. All right. So for sale properties in as compared to last year, same time frame, 12.7% increase. So that's good. We are seeing that for sale properties has gone up overall as compared to last year to the tune of 12.7%. Let's look at sold properties are up 15% as compared to last month, down 12.8% compared to last March, same time frame. And then 1.6% decrease overall. So we do see a little bit of a decrease in the for sale properties, that have actually, the sold properties, that have actually closed escrow have gone down 1.6%. Now, again, that's not a big decrease. However, we want all three categories to be going up. And that one right there is going down 1.6%, not a big decrease, but let's keep an eye on that moving forward. And this again in Riverside County pendant properties has gone up 26.2% compared to last month, up 18.6% compared to last year in March, same time frame. And then overall up 8.2%. Now that's a good sign, right? Because if your for sale properties are up, your pendant properties are up, that should trickle into your sold properties, and we should start seeing some positive sold numbers, especially since it's only down 1.6%. Okay, so hopefully this will trickle into our sold properties. Okay. All right, so new listing inventory. We are down 7.8% compared to last month, down 4.3% compared to last year in March, same time frame, and up 9.7% overall. So new listing inventory has come on the market a little bit stronger this year so far in the year, to the tune of 9.7% increase. So that's a good sign. All right, in Riverside County, and we expect that. We expect new listing inventory to rise because we do have builders. I don't know if you guys go out to Riverside or San Bernardino County, but that's where you normally see the new builds or more of them, right? You see the KB homes and so forth. So we expect to see new listing inventory being on the rise. So that's a good sign. Average active price, 0.2% increase compared to last month. So very nominal, not even 1%, 0.2%. 8.2% increase compared to compared to last March last year in March, same time frame. And then 8.2% increase overall. So average active price in Riverside County has gone up. Sellers are asking 8.2% higher in Riverside County than they did last year. And they are receiving 11.5% higher than they did last year. So sellers in Riverside County are doing very well. They're asking 8.5% and receiving 11.5% higher. Okay. So that's excellent in Riverside County. And that's, again, as compared to last year overall. Let's look at last month, it's 0.6% higher, and then 12.2% higher as compared to last year in March. Okay. So Riverside County sellers are extremely happy because they're getting actually over what they're asking for. Okay. All right, let's look at months of inventory. Months of inventory is in the two, similar as it is in LA County. So 2.9 months of inventory last month, 2.4 months of inventory this month, a 17.3% decrease, actually went down. A 32.5% increase over last March, because we were at 1.8 months of inventory last March. We're at 2.4 months of inventory, and we've seen an increase overall of 13.1%, because we were at 2.3 months of inventory last year at this time in the year, and we're at 2.6 months of inventory currently. So again, Riverside County has a little bit more inventory than we do in LA County, much more inventory than we do in Orange County, okay? And moving in the right direction. So it's moving in, we want to see it go up. We want to see us have more inventory moving into more of a normal market. And that's typically when we hit like the 4-month inventory mark, okay? All right, let's look at average days on market. Average days on market went down 6.5% compared to last month, 17.3% down compared to last year, same time frame. So we were at 52 days on market last year in March. We're at 43 days on market currently. And overall, 54 days on market last year, this same time frame, and currently we are at 45 days on market from January to now. We're at 45 days on market. Okay, so as you can see, as compared to LA County, Orange County takes a little bit longer for sellers to sell in Riverside County. However, when they sell, they're selling at a great price. They're selling at higher than they did last year. So it takes a little bit longer, typically because they are farther out, right? So be hyper local, because again, in your area, it might not take 45 days, or it might take 60 days, or in your price range, it might not take 45 days. It might take less or more. So you gotta know what that, what your specific numbers are. So versus original list price, no change over last month, 1% change over last year in March, same time frame. So really very small change, and a 2.1% increase. So we were at 95% of list price last year at this time frame, and sellers are getting 97% of their list price now. So again, sellers are happy. Sellers are selling for more, and they're getting 97% of their list price. So in Riverside County, sellers are definitely doing well. All right, let's look at our last county, San Bernardino County. Our for sale properties are up 3.3% as compared to last year, or I'm sorry, last month, up 14% compared to last year in March, and up 14% overall. So that's good. Definitely for sale properties, properties that are currently on the market is actually up 14%. Sold properties are up 1% compared to last month, up 15.3% compared to last year in March. And I'm sorry, down 15.3% compared to last year in March, and down 1.2%. So sold properties that have actually closed escrow is down 1.2% as compared to last year. So not a big change, not a big decrease, but definitely still, you know, the wrong direction. We want to see sold properties going up. So pendant properties are 15.6% increase compared to last month, 2.5% increase compared to last year, same time frame in March, and a 1.4% increase overall. So pendant properties that are actually gone into escrow is still increased, not much, but 1.4% up compared to last year, okay? New listing inventory in San Bernardino County has gone down 9.4% compared to last month, and 2.5% up compared to last March, same time frame, and 12.7% increase overall. So definitely, once again, in San Bernardino County, Riverside County, we typically do see new listing inventory moving up, because we typically have those new builds coming on the market. We just have more properties out there that are being listed. So that's a good sign. We want to see new listing inventory continue to rise. And that's why typically their months of inventory is higher than in LA County, right? And in Orange County. All right, so average active price has gone down 1.5% compared to last month. It's gone up 7.1% compared to last March, same time frame. And it's up 7.1% overall. So in San Bernardino County, sellers are asking for 7.1% higher than they did last year, which is even higher than in LA County, okay? And that may be because of some of the migration to San Bernardino and Riverside County, right? Because a lot of folks are realizing they don't have to come into their office, but maybe 2 to 3 days a week, and they can make that commute. They're willing to make that sacrifice. And so we're migrating to San Bernardino County and Riverside County, and they're asking for higher prices now. All right, average sold price 6.6% higher than it was last month, 4% higher than it was last March, and 3.4% higher than it was last year. So sellers, although they're asking 7.1% higher, they're selling for 3.4% higher. Okay. All right. So months of inventory, 2.9 months of inventory. Last month, we are at 2.8 months of inventory currently in this month, and 2.1 months of inventory last year in March, and we're at, again, 2.8 months. Overall, we were at 2.4 months of inventory at this stage in the year last year, and we're at 2.8 months of inventory currently. So almost 3 months of inventory, almost, but definitely we're doing better in San Bernardino County than in most counties, right? Because we are a little bit higher on the months of inventory. So they have a little bit more inventory in San Bernardino County than they do, I think, in all the other counties. All right, average days on market for San Bernardino County, 45 days on market last month. We're at 40 days on market this month. And last year in March, we were at 55 days on market. Again, we're at 40 days on market currently. Overall, we were at 54 days on market at this time in the year last year, and we're at 43 days on market. Very similar to Riverside County, right? I think Riverside County was like at 45 days on market. So definitely, this is an opportunity to be hyper-local to pull in your numbers, but just know overall, currently, it's taking about a month and a half on market, okay? So sold versus original list price, 2.1% increase compared to last month, a 3.1% increase compared to last year in March. So last year in March, we were at 96, sellers were getting 96% of list price. Currently, at this time in the month, they're getting 99% list price. They're extremely happy of getting 99% of their list price. Last year, at this time frame, we were at 95% of list price. Sellers are now at this time in the year getting 98% of their list price in San Bernardino County. Even better, I think, than any of the other counties. So that is really good. I might be wrong. Riverside might be doing better, but 98% of the list price is very good. Sellers are really happy in San Bernardino County to be getting 98% of their list price. All right. Any questions before we go on? Let me answer any questions you guys might have about that. No, we good? All right. Cool. So let's talk about our upcoming events. We do have Easter Sunday coming up, you guys. So Good Friday, the office is closed. Just make sure you know that. Now, does that mean you can't come in? Absolutely not. That you absolutely can come in. I will have to check with building management because I just want to let you guys know, typically if the building is closed, then you guys need the little key fob. Okay, you guys need the little key card to be able to get in. All right. So if you have appointments this weekend, which you very well may, and good for you, take advantage of that Friday. You don't have to be off. You can still work, up to you. And if you have appointments, then definitely we want to have the office open for you. So let us know. This morning we had the open town hall meeting at 9. And we did send out a text. If you guys are not getting the text, please email frontdesk561@kw.com. We want to make sure that everybody is getting the emails and the text messages. And then we have our update today. We also have group coaching at 12. Tomorrow we have conversations in real play with John Boteo. And then we have in-house watch party at 10 a.m. We have our in-house watch party. That is going to be on Value Square. So what is that? That is where we have Gary Keller himself, Jay Papazan, and Jason Abrams sharing with us how to articulate our value and how to make sure that we're going to be able to get paid, that the buyers understand our compensation, that they understand our value, and they're going to be helping us with establishing that and creating that. Okay. and teaching us how to properly articulate that. So it is a great session. People have been raving about it. They're doing it live from Gary's office, and we're going to have a watch party here in the office from 10 a.m. They said it's about 2.5 hours, so 10 a.m. to about 12:30 or 1 o'clock. So make sure that you're here in the office. And if you can't be, you guys can watch it on your own. But you guys know the synergy is great when we're all together, and we're going to bring some snack. We're going to bring some breakfast here so that we can feed you guys while we're doing this, because it is a pretty long session. Bring your notepads, be ready to write, take plenty of notes, because we want this to be value packed for you. And it is being brought to us by some brilliant minds. So definitely want you guys to participate in that. And then at 6:30, we have Eileen, who is, I'm sorry, at 3, we've got regional tech, and that's on Zoom. At 6:30, we have Eileen is going to be giving us her opportunities with Eileen Zuniga on the tech. Okay. And then we've got broker hour Wednesday and Thursday. Do not miss broker hour with Ed, talking about the residential listing agreements, part 1 on Wednesday, part 2 on Thursday. Okay. So watch party, remember that value square, how to articulate your value. Okay. How to defend your commission. Given the NAR settlement, we should all be looking at how can we defend our commission. All right. So that's 10 to 2 here in the office. And if you're not, you guys go ahead and if you can't be here tomorrow, but you want to be on, go ahead and scan the QR code, and you can register to watch it on your phone or on your computer. And it is in the hub. If you didn't get it, it is in the hub. Like I mentioned, we've got group coaching today. We've got Eileen tomorrow. Tech workshop with Diana and Martha. I think Martha's the one taking the lead on this, but Martha will be teaching on Wednesday between 1 and 2. All right. So we'll be teaching between 1 and 2. All right. And then you guys, starting next week, we have Ignite at Night. And that is going to be awesome. So you guys are going to be taught by some of our best, our ALC members are going to be teaching, and we're going to get out a schedule for you guys to know exactly who's going to be teaching what. But if you're doing under 8 deals, you should be here for all of it. Okay. You should be here for all of it. So this is an opportunity for you to learn. The classes are going to start at 6 on Wednesday. So starting April 3rd, on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock. All righty. So plan on being here in-house. All right. And then I'm not sure if you heard, we do have our listing bonanza, and that's going to start April 1st through July 31st. It's for the quarter, for the second quarter. It's 1 point for every listing taken, 2 points for every listing closed, and 1 point for every listing closed with Jackie Giese, our own in-house escrow. All righty. So we are doing this quarter's game. This quarter's competition is going to be listings, our listing bonanza. All right. So definitely we want all of you guys to participate. I don't care if you're a new agent. It doesn't matter. You can still participate. All right. So you get a point for every listing taken, every listing closed. You get 2 points. You get another point for every listing closed with Jackie Giese. Because remember, as a listing agent, that's something that you can pretty much control, is where you open escrow. All right. Any questions about that? And it is categorized. There's teams and then there's individuals, because we realize we don't expect teams and individuals to be able to, or individuals to be able to compete with teams. So how this works is the first prize for our individuals is a 3-day, 2-night getaway to Palm Desert Marriott. And I hear it is fabulous. All right. Second prize, 2 for sale signs and 5 open house signs. And some of us need new signs. And those signs are expensive. Okay. Prizes for the teams or group. First prize, private shuttle and regular season tickets to a sports event of your choosing. And second prize is a Duffy ride with beer and wine and charcuterie board, so hors d'oeuvres. All right. That's the prize for the teams. I don't know about you guys, but I want that first prize, that private shuttle to the regular season tickets and regular season tickets to a sporting event of our choosing. I'm loving it. All right. And if you guys need something to listen to, the Millionaire Real Estate Agent podcast is awesome. Definitely tune in and listen. These guys they're dropping diamonds, you guys, dropping diamonds on how we actually are able to build a big business, think bigger, right? Just really giving us diamonds. So pay attention, listen to them while you're driving to your appointments, while you're coming into the office. Listen to the Millionaire Real Estate Agent podcast. And if it's not that, just listen to a positive podcast that can give you something positive on the inside, right? That can get your mindset in a positive way so that when you get to the office or when you get to your appointment, you feel good, right? You've had some positivity sown into you so that you're ready for the day, okay? All right. Industry news, it is an evolution, not a revolution. Fiduciaries, not functionaries. What am I talking about? The NAR settlement. That's all anybody's talking about right now. So come to the watch party so that you guys can understand that our industry is not being overhauled. That is not what's happening right now. Buyer agency is not going to go away. Buyer agents are not going to go away. And we need to learn how to articulate our values so that we can properly evolve with the times. All right. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hit us up if you need anything or if you have any questions. We are here for you. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Brandy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Norma. Bye, Marjorie, Ken.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Amanda.
Bye. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye, Stephanie. I love your picture.
Thank you.
You're welcome.